You know, all kinds of nonsense coming out of the sky. It shouldn't be coming out of the sky for this time of year.
So we've had a lot of severe weather over the last couple of days. Some big supercells in Texas on Wednesday. These extended periods of time where you have several days straight of severe weather. And wouldn't you know it, we've got that in the forecast. Now, the severe threat's actually going to get even higher as we get into Friday. Look at the Torcon. It's actually going to be 6.
Moisture in place, very moist air mass right here. There's a lot of energy there to provide buoyancy and moisture in the atmosphere, and that will continue moving eastward Saturday evening. During that Saturday time frame, if you're outside, carry the weather radio, have that weather app with you.
And then we'll start all over again on Sunday with the next one coming in. We'll show you that here in a second.
You aren't seeing things. This actually is some snow falling across the Northeast.
I know. I saw snowflakes too, and I'm not happy. I don't know what's going on with this weather pattern. This is crazy.
Last night, yesterday, in the Philadelphia region, the international airport had a report of a 71-mile-per-hour wind gust.
I'm not even going to... I don't want to talk about that. All right.
Pretty hard to believe we're talking some snow this morning, getting into the later half of April.
You know, if you look at this jet stream, it almost looks like a late winter jet stream. Now, look at the blue stuff. You think we'd be done with this by now, but no. The atmosphere says we have to have a little more snow.
Friday, again, expecting a severe weather outbreak with tornadoes possible, also storms that could produce some very damaging winds and large hail, all the way from parts of Texas up into Iowa and Nebraska. So Kansas City, Wichita, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, over towards Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi. These are all areas that are dealing with a high threat for severe weather. Torcon values up to 6 in Wichita. That's a 60% chance of a tornado within a 50-mile radius around the city. 4 to 8 p.m. looks like your main time frame to watch for that. Tulsa and Shreveport, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And you have a 5 out of 10 on the Torcon.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to combine all of this available energy here with the stronger winds higher up in the atmosphere. And that is what is going to force, in that brown area, the higher threat of severe. Now, we originally had a 5 here, but Dr. Forbes has now upped this to a 6 for Kentucky, Tennessee, and northern Alabama into that Saturday time frame. We also have good higher Torcons here for Georgia and portions of southern Alabama as well. So stay tuned.
Expecting another day of a significant weather threat on Saturday for areas across the south and east, Atlanta, Memphis, Nashville, New Orleans. We will keep you posted on air and online. Stay with us.
Not a late April jet stream. It's like, gosh almighty, what have we done to our atmosphere?
You know where this is? No, it's not out in the plains. It's not in the Tennessee Valley. It's in Florida. This was a small water spout, which means it started out over water, and then it actually moved inland. A little bit farther toward the north, up in Bradenton, there was actually some pretty bad damage. You know what, though? That was not from a tornado. That was actually just from straight line winds. So now the severe threat's actually going to get even higher as we get into Friday. Look at the Torcon. It's actually going to be 6 in southeast Kansas. Places like eastern Oklahoma. You guys are going to be in the main threat area as well. Saturday, once again, a Torcon of 6, but the threat moves toward the east into Tennessee and northern Alabama, parts of western Kentucky as well. By the way, you remember what happened last time we had a Torcon of 6? This was a big wedge tornado, early April, northern Illinois. Now, I'm not saying for sure that's going to happen over the next couple of days, but you need to know that this is the type of setup where things like that will at least be possible. Tornadoes will be likely.
Nasty storms out there. The system starts to head over into the south on Saturday with more showers, thunderstorms, some heavy and some rain, kind of a cold rain at that, up across the Ohio Valley towards Chicagoland. And then Sunday, that system kind of gets squeezed out underneath this vortex here, so rainy, ugly. It's going to actually be chillier with the rain down here across Virginia, North Carolina, than it will be up here where the vortex is. All right, next storm's coming out through the Rockies. Some thunderstorms will break out Sunday across the high plains again to Monday. Not Monday, yes. Severe weather breaks out across the high plains back into Texas again as we kind of go through the same repeat type pattern with storms going through the southern branch. All right? Okay. This one's going to be an interesting one because the NAO is going negative, and it's just it's be interesting to see if this is going to end up coming up the coast and winding itself up with the negative NAO, which we haven't seen in months. The first blocking pattern, which I don't think we've seen a blocking pattern since, I don't know, sometime in the fall.
hail you were hearing, and heavy rain, lightning also slamming Texas yesterday. So much hail, it covered the ground in many areas, including Happy, Texas. I'm thinking they weren't so happy there. Numerous reports of accidents, up to baseball-size hail that certainly is going to do damage to your car.